Welcome back to The Wonderful Life. We're Tim and Deanna. It's day 4 of our 7-day Western Caribbean cruise aboard the beautiful Celebrity Apex. The ship's in Belize today, but we decided to stay on board and explore the Apex with fewer passengers around. Come along as we get creative and see all that Apex has to offer. Without further ado, let's go! Apex is at Tenderport off the coast of Belize City, Belize this morning. It's the second of the 4 destinations of our 7-day sailing. As thoroughly as we researched the destination, we couldn't find any excursions that suited us. And from all that we'd read online from other cruisers, the port was a bit out of the way from any attractions or shopping. The prospect of tendering nearly 35 minutes to get to Belize didn't seem very attractive to us either. Rather than force things, we were well aware that the Apex had so much to offer in the way of food and activities. With so many of our fellow passengers off the ship, we look forward to less crowds at the bars and restaurants. We began our day with coffee from El Segundo Bacio and breakfast from Oceanview Cafe outside in the Belize sunshine.
I'd rather kiss your lips and undress you and take you on your favorite ride. You don't care if you hurt me, lead me on for fun. Never was I'm telling you, don't keep this up. You lose someone who really loves you. Nothing you can
So this morning I went with the healthy breakfast at this point, with the exception of the chocolate croissant. They have about 5 different yogurts to choose from. More fruit than I could even name.
That is very true. So it is day 4. We are docked or tender ported into Belize City. And we are staying on the ship today. So we're eating in the buffet for breakfast. We get a little scrambled eggs and a croissant and some fruit and some bacon and a small little piece of waffle. Tim just got fruit and pastries and yogurt, it looks like.
There's 2 coffee bars on the ship. The Cafe El Bacio just downstairs. Up here at the buffet, they've got what they call the El Segundo Cafe El Bacio.
El Bacio second.
I'm doing my best in Spanish. So I got a vanilla latte and Deanna got
a mocha with half the amount of chocolate because otherwise it's too sweet for me.
Would this be the back of the boat, or the aft?
That is correct, because we walked the length of the ship to get here.
Yeah, we're down below the Sunset Bar where we...
You may see some of the tenders behind us heading into port.
It's about a 35-minute trip into Belize City.
Yeah, there's ferries going to and from the ship right now. That's very good. Especially good. That's the one thing we've noticed since we've been on board is the bread and pastries pretty amazing on the ship.
Yeah, when we do our restaurant review, I think bread will be pretty high up there.
Absolutely.
Even things like English muffins that on other ships, sometimes you'll get the prepackaged kind of some semi-stale English muffins. It almost seemed like they made the English muffin. It was that fresh and like bicyclers, and it wasn't a hockey.
This is probably one of the best croissants I've ever had. Now, granted, we are going to be in Paris in May, so we'll have something to compare it to now. But yeah, no, it's light and fluffy and very good.
Even the chocolate, it's got the shimmer to it, and it's not falling out there.
No, it's on here. Change the system.
It's freshly baked and it's professionally done, and all the cappies in there and all that. Just what you would expect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Welcome back. This isn't, I don't know if this counts as lunch, but we've already had a little some champagne.
It's 1 o'clock.
Did
Ship time.
Cheers. We walked around the ship to get a look at all the art, and we're going to probably just do a little art tour of the boat on a separate video, but this is a pre-lunch pizza tasting. We're back at the Oceanview Cafe at the what was a quiet corner before the kitchen door went open. But
yeah, well, it is what it is. But honestly, the pizza I had a slice of pizza on the very first day that we boarded on, and the dough, like I said, we've said about the bread is amazing. And honestly, I'm a pretty big pizza snob, so we're going to go ahead and do a tasting and see which one we like. But I know the dough is probably going to be good no matter what.
While we were touring the ship, we came through and they were about to start making the pizzas, like a transition from breakfast to lunch, and we saw all the dough lined up. So that gave me inspiration. They had 3 to choose from. One wasn't ready yet, but I'm okay with that because it was a vegetable pizza.
And they also do a calzone as well.
So what we have is a slice of pepperoni and a caprese pizza, which is got the tomatoes and the mozzarella and some pesto.
And it looks like there might be a drizzle of balsamic on
like
it.
A balsamic glaze drizzle on it. I'll post a picture right here of the two. And a pirate duck happened to photobomb it. But, well...
Is that what that is?
You are official.
It's a pirate? I didn't realize.
He's got he's Mr. Smee. He's got this little skull cappy thing going on. And I might
have to show you the fronts, which is there.
Thank you.
Thanks for the water.
I don't think I'll ever forget that.
Sometimes we drink water, so
I drink water all the time.
Not always.
Don't listen to him.
Let's give the caprese.
I'm going first, so here's a picture. It's a soft crust. It's pretty good. There's a sweetness to it.
If you've seen any of our other videos, we mention Chicago more than we should, and Chicago is known for their pizza as well as, I'm sure,
thin
New York.
And deep dish, not just...
Yeah, Chicago is usually cut into squares. New York is triangles.
This is probably a little more New York-esque, just a smaller version of it. You can taste the basil and the pesto, which means it's homemade, definitely. They must grind it today.
Cleaning up anything you spill.
It's a thumbs up for me. I like it.
Balsamic.
I like the basil taste to it. So it's probably similar to a margarita without the fresh basil, and then they're just drizzling the pesto instead.
Deanna is drinking Cabernet.
I actually like it. Do you want to taste it? You should taste it. You might like it. It's pretty smooth. Better than some of the other wines we've had on board so far.
Yeah, I've got a Pinot Noir, which is kind of what we've been drinking, other than our Chiantis. And
is this like the one we had from last night?
Better than.
I actually like the Cabernet better.
You always do.
No, I don't always.
No, you always like the one I do.
That's
Yeah. So now we will try my
him.
favorite pizza because I'm boring, and that's
Pepperoni.
pepperoni. I'm gonna give that a
You
go.
want me to start? It's good.
It's good.
I like the other one better.
Okay, we'll have to grab some vegetable pizza.
I think it's a little, because of the pepperoni, it's a little greasy on the top. If I had paper napkins, I would have like blotted it because it's, you could see the oil on the top of the pizza.
But it's a very good quality pepperoni. It's
That's true. I agree with that.
mass market kind of thing. But, yeah.
And it's a little crispy, which is nice. I like crispy pepperoni.
I like that better. That's why I got more
Yep.
in reserve.
I'll take another bite of the pesto one. They're both good. I like that one better though.
The greasier the better in my world.
And the more unhealthy.
But yeah, even the crust is very good flavor. It's not.
Yeah. So I just got back from going and grabbing the vegetable pizza, which they were out of when Tim got the original slices, and every single piece of everything was gone. I took the last piece of vegetable pizza. I wanted to try the calzone, which is a pepperoni and I think mushroom, but I'm not sure. Or pepperoni and vegetable, I think is maybe what it is. And they were completely gone too. So we're going to have to actually go back and get another here after this. They had said 10 more minutes. So we're going to go ahead and try the vegetable pizza. Looks like there is red pepper, yellow pepper, green pepper, onion, and some mushroom on here.
Yeah, Deanna loves mushroom. I despise mushroom. I'm doing this for the sake of
Very true.
science.
But I
and
can finish
research
it if
and
you don't
stuff.
want to. It's very good. I like it.
Yeah, the pizza part of the buffet is way in the back. A lot of people don't even know it's there,
Yeah.
but I think once they try the pizza, they know where it is from that point on. It's,
Again.
it's they have a nice pizza oven going, but
Yeah,
they
it's like
can't keep up.
It's like a yeah, I don't think it's a wood pizza oven, but it's definitely a pizza oven. The crust again, it's got that crust, which is a little crispy at the end, but the actual pizza itself it's a softer dough, not crazy soft, but like perfectly cooked. And the sauce is very tasty. I am very much a critic of pizza sauce. I don't like super sweet sauce at all, and I'm impressed. I think it's homemade.
Yeah, I like the sweeter sauce, but not too sweet. There's a certain point.
But I
where
think
they
that there's, I
very
think it's
wet.
like fresh tomatoes. That's what it tastes like to me. I think this is very good, but I would say that I still like the pesto better.
I mean, that's just doable for me. I'm okay. I like pepper on my pizza.
Green, you mean regular like vegetable pepper?
like
Yeah.
green pepper, red pepper. But yeah, I've avoided the mushrooms though.
Which means I'll finish it.
Yeah,
He avoided the onion too, for that matter. At home, my favorite pizza is not the deep dish of Chicago. I do like it, but my favorite is the thin cut tavern squares with fresh Italian sausage, and I love mushroom and onion. But unless I ordered a pizza for myself, no one would eat it. So I always compromise and get what everyone else wants. But it's very good. I like the pesto better. I think there's a little better flavor to it. This is my second. The pepperoni is good, but it was too greasy for me.
yeah. If you
That's
miss,
my rating.
if you miss the vegetables, it's a cheese pizza. For the most part, they do. It's nothing other than the vegetables. But that other one had the caprese pizza had different flavors with the pine nut and all of that. Yeah, we'll have to try
What's
the
your rating?
calzone.
So far?
Are you rating each slice? Or you rating
No, I'm
each
just
overall?
rating 1 to 3 so far.
Now, I will always go with the pepperoni, and if I got a pepperoni like that in New York or Chicago, I'd be happy.
And
Pepperoni that are free. The pre-sip pizza 2, and probably
the vegetable third.
but I'm not going to get cheese. The cheese is too easy. If you've eaten a pepperoni slice, you just imagine it without the pepperoni. Yeah, there's a lot of crew eating lunch at this end of the...
Even some officers today.
Yeah, the buffet is hopping today.
Maybe this is what they always do. We just don't typically eat in the buffet, so...
I figured the crew...
We're either on land...
They
at
eat
the port.
like everybody else who'd have thought. They require...
Do you want to go see if we can get the calzone really quick?
Let's try.
So we were never able to get the calzone, and I did confirm it was a pepperoni and vegetable one. Every time we went back, it was empty. They had said 10 minutes, but I didn't see anything in the oven, so maybe there was a communication issue. But I don't know if they ever made any more.
Maybe they just make it somewhere else and import it from Sicily or somewhere.
Italy. Anyway, I did go ahead and did a few other experimental buffet items. Tried the carving station and had a very small slice of the prime rib, which was excellent. A little bit of mashed potatoes, which was also very good, but I did try those a couple of days ago as well. And then I went to the pasta station, and he cooked some, it was a penne with a bolognese sauce. Honestly, I think it was better than what we had at Tuscan last night.
Yeah, I had 4 slices of pizza, and I wanted to be done there, but Deanna...
I brought back too much.
Held a butter knife to my throat and said, eat some penne pasta.
No, the problem was I asked the guy for a small amount, and he gave me a whole plate full of pasta, so we needed to share it or it was going to go in the trash.
That and a breaded pork cutlet, which I said had a hint of cinnamon, and Deanna denies
it was a panko. No cinnamon, but it was very good.
But
it was
who
tasty.
Are you going to believe?
So in general, from what we're used to, and the celebrity buffet is much, much better. We also took, we have not had any of the desserts from here, but we have a pretty good picture of what the desserts look like, and we will post a picture right here. Looks like the buffet is actually a thumbs up to me in general.
Yeah, I was surprised that we're not buffet people after what we've experienced with Norwegian. I'm sure Norwegian is a step above some cruise lines, but this is... I mean, just the assortment of bakery items they have there. It looks kind of like a French cafe. That's the theme of good quality bread carries over to their pizza as well. So, it's a thumbs up for me.
Yep, a 2 thumbs up for me.
Dealing with these chairs.
I only can put. I guess I could get both in there.
No, we are going to be meeting some people that we met the other day for a cocktail at the Craft Social Bar. I don't know if we've videoed in there yet, but if not, we will. And then we have dinner tonight at Normandie, which is the French main dining room.
Yeah, this will be our second. Well, I guess it's our first of 2 French dinners. The second to the very last day is going to be the Le
Petit Chef. Yeah, so
and,
that should be a video in itself.
Yeah, hopefully the food quality matches the entertaining.
I don't know. We've heard mixed reviews on that restaurant, but we will definitely keep you posted. So bye for now.
After our pizza tasting adventure, we took a walk along the pool deck towards the area outside the rooftop garden to watch some pickleball. As the final tender boats were returning to the ship, we went back to our cabin to get ready for an evening with friends, dinner at Normandie, a stop at the club, and then a show at Eden.
the evening of day 4. And to wrap up the day, we wanted to go ahead and actually do an evening video for the first time since we've been on the ship, because we keep forgetting. So we just got back to our room, or the cabin, I guess I should say. And let's see, after lunch, we rested in the room and I showered and we kind of got ready for dinner early. Met some friends at the Craft Social Bar, which is kind of the sports bar that's on the ship. I had a couple of cocktails with friends that we have made since we've been on board. And then we walked over. We had an early reservation at Normandie, which is one of the main dining rooms.
Yeah, Normandie is... I mean, we're kind of looking forward to that because we like the French restaurants on Norwegian. The goofy part about tonight is, I'm sure this happens all the time, but in this case, they asked, would you mind sharing a table with another couple, and that was fine, and we ended up
we have no problems with that.
At a table that had a couple there, and then they had already gotten through their appetizer course by the time we got there. We ordered, and after we had gotten through our appetizer course, another couple joined the table, so there was six people at the table.
It was very odd. I think what the oddest part was, though, and typically we have no issues at all, is, so obviously Tim and I are middle-aged, and they sat us with people older than our parents. Like, the people that we were sitting with were well into their 80s. So it was a little bit of a different dynamic. In general, it was fine. We always get along with everybody. We have... no issues with any age, but it was kind of it was weird because the restaurant was half empty tonight, so I'm not quite sure why they asked us to sit with other people.
Yeah, it wasn't so much the age, it's just that we were the only table in that half of the restaurant, so we could have all been at separate tables. Everyone was glad we were able to talk to someone, but it was just the timing was funny because as soon as one person finished their dinner, someone was finishing their dessert, so they felt obligated to hang around a little longer than they had hoped.
And as Tim mentioned, we've been in several different restaurants, and this is the first time that they've done that. I don't know if they were expecting it to get really busy, but it did seem like all of the main dining rooms, as we looked in, were not very busy at all tonight. So I'm not sure where everyone was eating, but they weren't in the main dining rooms tonight.
I mean, judging by what we've seen now, this is day 4, a lot of people have realized that the buffet here is really
it's very good.
And a lot of people have also realized that it's a big time commitment to sit down in a dining room. You have to wait for the waiter. You have to wait for a sommelier if you want wine. That was another goofy thing. Every restaurant we've been to, since we have the premium drink package, we try to go for a higher end glass of wine with our dinner. And when the waiter comes, we say, hey, we'd like to order some wine. And they go, well, let me get the sommelier. And they're usually overwhelmed, and they take a long time to get to the table. Tonight, we figured, well, we know the deal. So when the waiter came, we said, we'd like to order wine, but, we have to wait for this. And he's like, no,
I can get it for you.
I'll get you the wine. Which one do you want? So this was a little surprising.
So it was very strange and pleasantly surprised, actually. And honestly, Normandie, the French restaurant, it was amazing. I mean, if I had to rate all of the restaurants we've been to, even including the specialty dining, which was very good, I would still say that tonight's dinner was the best that I've had so far.
Yeah, we had the same great bread that they bring out, a little bit different flavor breadsticks, but the other bread was similar.
It's just a different flavor every night.
Yeah,
so it's good.
The appetizers were very good. I just had soup, but Deanna had a couple different appetizers.
Tim and I both had cream of broccoli soup, which was good. It was very, very homemade. I can tell you that. Like it was dark green, which a lot of times cream of broccoli soup has a creamy color to it. So there was a lot of broccoli in it. And then I had one appetizer. It was the coquille Saint-Jacques, which is, and I'm going to read this, it says Pinot Blanc sauce, cream fraiche, Gruyere cheese, and crispy breadcrumbs. But there were also little baby scallops in it. It was excellent. And I think there were some mushrooms too, which Tim wouldn't eat. So he didn't have any of that. And then for my entree, I got the beef sirloin and crotte, which is a puff pastry, Roquefort fondue, Bordelaise mushroom sauce, which was excellent as well, with some veggies.
Mine was a little easier. Mine was just the duck. So
it was pan-seared duck.
Yeah, it's cooked duck in my world. No,
it was a breast, and it had apple lavender compote, cauliflower, and then an au jus.
Yeah, the cauliflower was almost like a mashed potato consistency. Yeah, it was very good. That's the first thing I look for in French restaurants on board cruise ships when we're on NCL, and we do the specialty French restaurant there. I get the duck there. Yeah, it's not something we see in the neighborhood when we're back home. It's not something we would make at home. So the whole cruise ship is my opportunity to try things that I don't typically have at home. So
we have 2 nights this week that we don't have reservations for. There's one other main dining room that we have not gone to other than breakfast, which is more the American one. And I'm assuming we'll definitely go back either tomorrow or the next night to there. But I'm thinking we'll probably go back to Normandie again because it was so good.
Yeah, the waiter was far more attentive. You know, we didn't see a sommelier, but that's fine because the waiter was able to do anything he would do. And just the baffling part was, why was it so empty, and why did they bunch everyone together?
It was fine. I mean, honestly, we had some good conversation with both couples, actually. One was from Canada and the other one was from Florida, but originally from Ohio. They were quite nice. It wound up being a good evening. After dinner, there was a comedian playing in the main theater tonight. We did not go to the comedy show, but we did go back to Eden. We really like this venue a lot. It's very small. It's intimate. There's a great bar there. And we saw the guitar player that we had seen the other night. Her name is Chloe. She's from London. She's an acoustic guitar and kind of an indie rock vibe, which is our thing anyway. We listened to her for a while, met some new people again, sat with some other people just so we can get a better seat, and then saw one of the most amazing shows with the onboard entertainment staff called Night of Dreams.
Yeah, it's a combination. There's lots of singing. There's a little bit of dance. There's some aerial. There's some acrobatics, all blended into one.
But there was a main theme tonight, so
it was Alice in Wonderland, the Red Queen. You had the White Rabbit. You had a lot of audience participation.
The Mad Hatter,
people from the audience,
Alice, Cheshire Cat. So every character from Alice in Wonderland was performing, but they were singing current rock songs and kind of incorporated it into the same story of Down the Rabbit Hole. And it was very entertaining, excellent talent. It was very well done. And fortunately, we had a front row seat, so you guys will be able to see a little bit of it.
But from I could make a documentary on it. The film was so good. I'll put some snippets of that so you get an idea of what the experience was. The audience got into it. They chose 2 women from the bar, one that was sitting a couple seats away from us to go participate in the show. Fortunately, not us. But yeah, it was very entertaining.
And then after we saw the show, we did go to the casino for our nightly $100 slot play of the day. I think I got that without a tongue twister tonight.
So now we've got a real title. We put our 100 in, and we did about 15 spins or so, but it was looking pretty bleak, and then it got back up to our 100, and that was good for us.
Actually, we got one small bonus too, so we broke even tonight. We're gonna call that a win for us.
Everybody we've talked to, they're like, oh gosh, we haven't been so
nobody's
lucky.
Been winning.
So anytime you walk away with the same money brought after taking a chance like that.
And honestly, we went back to not the same machine that we played the first night that we won, but it was the same type of machine. It wasn't the exact one, but it was almost identical, just in another area of the casino. So my guess is we'll probably continue playing those machines now, because they seem to have more bonuses than a lot of the other machines.
You hate to just watch spin after spin with no reaction from the machine, but there is a little bit of excitement with these so far, so we're going to be leaning on it the next few days.
And now comes the time where we're going to say goodnight. We have a big day tomorrow planned. We are in Cozumel, and we will be getting off the ship. We're going to be visiting the hotel that we got married in, which we're very excited about. Hopefully they'll let us in, because it's an all-inclusive. And then I'm not sure what we're going to do the rest of the day, but we'll definitely be hanging out and probably do some shopping and get some lunch for sure.
It's nearly 32 years since we've been back, so I'm not sure if all of the people will recognize us, and maybe a parade, it might be too much.
I don't know. He's been telling people all night that there's going to be a sculpture of us there, but
I don't know, some kind of a monument. But we'll see. I'd hate to think that our marriage was just an ordinary event.
I'm sure it was, but whatever.
Right.
Anyway, we are looking forward to kind of reminiscing and going back and taking some pictures for sure. Hopefully we have those when we post this, and we can post them on this video. So for now, good night, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for spending the day on board with us today. In our next video, we'll revisit the resort where we were married 32 years ago in Cozumel, Mexico, and we'll walk around the town a bit and see what it has to offer. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe to our channel. That way you'll be notified when new videos are released. And don't forget to hit the like button. We really appreciate you watching our content, and as always, keep living the wonderful life.